Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. Every day our news team is out in your community bringing you stories from the place where you call home. Here's a look at today's stories. And remember, you can always find more on our website, ccxmedia.org.
I'm Eric Nelson for CCX News. Well, here in Plymouth, they have a vision. It's called City Center 2.0. They are looking off into the future and imagining redevelopment and more business coming into the core of the city.
We are largely in the idea phase. We've been doing a lot of background. We brought in this consulting team, which has been great. They've done some market study. We know that we have a number of people in our community that choose to spend money outside of our community. We want to understand why is that? What's the reason behind that? We think we know, but we want to make sure that we understand that and how can we encompass that and encourage them to shop local and stay local.
City Center is 140 acres in size and is bordered by Highway 55, Vicksburg Lane, the Plymouth Ice Center, and Rockford Road. Plymouth wants feedback on how they can turn the area into a go-to spot.
Over the years, it's evolved, and we want to revisit it in order to make sure that it's up to date in regards to how people want to use that space. And we've gotten a lot of requests from developers in the last year or two that are really eyeing that area and saying, how can we be a part of that? What is that going to be in the future?
Plymouth officials hope to wrap up their study by the end of this year and then present it to the City Council. For more information, go to our website at ccxmedia.org. In Plymouth, I'm Eric Nelson for CCX News.
This is modeled after a playground in Brooklyn Park that I grew up with. I grew up here. It was located in Central Park.
If you've driven down 85th Avenue by the Brooklyn Park Library, you may have noticed a giant red face smiling at you.
It was a robot slide thing that was just amazing. It stood about 20 feet tall off the ground and was similar to these colors. It was a bright red.
A native of Brooklyn Park, Nick Knudsen used his nostalgic memories of a playground he loved as inspiration.
I took elements of what I enjoyed about it was to go up into the robot's head and captured that part of it while taking other elements like these slide arms and turning them into seating arrangements and then having the body as a stage area. It became more of a community engagement area. So you can have performances, you can have social events. It's open to the public to do whatever.
Nick is an artist and got a grant from Cultivate Bottineau.
I've never done anything like this before, so it was it's all new to me.
Although he's never created a giant on-site installation sculpture before, his background is in building. His day job is creating custom displays, corporate interiors, and custom exhibits.
To me, as an artist, having grown up here and leaving, that was a piece of identity that I carried with me as something I really enjoyed about this city and what it made special to me.
The creation is fast becoming a local landmark.
Since I've built it and I'd driven along 85th Avenue, you'll drive along and you'll just see this big red happy face smiling at you, and I think it's become a great element to this area.
In Brooklyn Park, Neil Persley, CCX News.
When the COVID-19 pandemic hit in mid-spring, many activities ground to a halt. That included ongoing training for the Heart Safe Plymouth initiative. The Rotary Club of Plymouth partners with Allina Health to train residents for free. Reporter Pafua Yang explains what the training sessions usually look like.
With knees on the ground and hard-working chest compressions, Plymouth residents are preparing for something they hope they'll never have to use.
Heart Safe Plymouth started in 2012, and we are one of the first 10 communities to be designated by the American Heart Association as a Heart Safe community.
Norm Okerstrom is part of the Plymouth Rotary Club. He leads the Heart Safe training course, hoping the technique will save lives, like it did with his son.
And I shared the story of my son, Teddy, who collapsed on June 16th of 2009 up at the Wayzata High School during a summer conditioning program. And thankfully he was saved by the use of CPR as well as an AED, an automated external defibrillator.
Heart Safe has trained over 6,300 people in total. The 1-hour free training sessions are open to anyone interested to learn.
Multiple times a month. So not only just at the City of Plymouth here where we are tonight, but there are lots of other opportunities. It could be maybe a private company is interested in having their team trained. So we would go out on site there. Different churches have offered space to provide the trainings at.
Participants learn hands-on only CPR without mouth-to-mouth and how to use an automated external defibrillator or AED. AED is a portable device that delivers an electric shock through the chest.
We've been able to donate about 10 or 12 AEDs within our community. They run between $1,200 and $2,200 depending on the brand and the model.
Åkerström says several lives in nearby communities were saved because of the heart-safe efforts.
I found out really what Rotary is all about, and that was putting service above self and just helping our community become a better place.
In Plymouth, Pafu Yang, CCX News.
There's no word yet on when Heart Safe Plymouth will pick back up, but Plymouth Rotary have still been active in the community during the pandemic. One of their projects involved donating money for tablets so seniors in senior living facilities could connect with their families. For more stories like this one, make sure you check out our website, ccxmedia.org. Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.